Good afternoon, everybody. Sending hellos to wherever you are joining us from today. Welcome to Google for Education's Emerging Trends in Education webinar series. The series kicks off with our very first topic on digital responsibility. I hope you're all excited for a wonderful afternoon filled with learning and enrichment. You have three lovely humans joining you today on this live call, and we will be facilitating and delivering this amazing, insightful session. Lerato Shuping, and that's me. I will be your amazing host and presenter today. I am the EdTech coordinator at St. Mary's Waverley in South Africa, and I am extremely passionate about Google for Education. I teach from grade 0, so that's where I believe we should start exposing our kids to Google and all the amazing resources that it has available for us. Facilitating with me on this call is the lovely Joseph from Nigeria. Joseph is a high school ICT teacher in Bloembriet Schools, Port Harcourt, a level 1 Google certified teacher who has trained thousands of teachers as part of the Google Edu program. And you will get to meet him a little later. And we'd like to all send out a big shout out to Barbara, who developed this amazing course for you all. And she's also facilitating the chat. So please feel free to drop her chat and say hello. Now back to me again. As mentioned, my name is Lerato. I am the EdTech coordinator at St. Mary's. And as I said, my passion is driven from working with students from all grades, seeing their potential, seeing their how inquisitive they are, seeing how much they are exposed to technology and how much they use technology. Also being a parent, this is where my passion for digital responsibility lies. Before we go any further, please can we give a big shout out to our amazing partners who are involved in making all of this possible today. Thank you to Open Networks, MKB Consulting, and Snaplify for all that you have done to make this session possible for teachers across Africa. I wish I could see everybody's lovely faces, and I can just feel the energy, and I know you're just as excited for me. So for this session, just as I am. Here we have 8 emerging trends in education, which are identified by Google. These trends showcase how education is evolving. It is important that we understand each of these trends, so we're able to implement them successfully into our teaching and learning. I'm going to stop there for a moment because as educators, I want to remind you that as much as we are teaching our kids, we are constantly learning. Our learning also never stops. We learn inside and outside the classroom, and we also learn from our learners themselves. These act as a good guide to facilitate learning in the 21st century classrooms. Today, it's all about unplugging digital responsibility and the parameters around what it means to teach this topic, as well as be a good digital citizen ourselves. And that's where it starts, with the adults. There are 3 main pillars that digital responsibility encompasses. These are digital citizenship, which deals with how you behave online, digital safety, which focuses on ensuring your safety online, and digital hygiene, which helps you balance your screen time effectively. So like I said, we're all going to be learning, because I know as adults, we could all balance our screen time a little bit more. Now let's start at the beginning. We all want children in the world to have access to food, and to healthy food at that. We want them to fill their bodies with vitality and feel good in their day-to-day lives. Having a well-nourished body helps you perform well and grow well. Well, the same goes for our relationship with technology. There are many health factors that we need to consider when using technology. As adults, we can't sit and stare at a screen the whole day. Shouldn't our children do the same either? Therefore, it is really important that when our children are using technology, they are using it for and with a purpose, and not simply for the sake of using it. I reiterate a lot of things because I'm coming from a teacher who's in the technology space, also a parent of a young learner, and balancing the screen time, balancing, because what we show them is what they're going to start doing too. When we take the time to actually be like, let's put our phones aside, our kids will start learning from us, and we lead by example. When our children navigate their way around the world, we want them to do so with awareness. We want them to know how to save, read street signs, and watch out for cars when crossing the road, and much more. As they navigate the online world, there are significant signs they need to be aware of in order to navigate their online journey safely. It is imperative that in order to promote equal access to all citizens of the world, that we empower each individual with the skill they need in order to navigate the space safely and use it to its full potential. As technology becomes popular, more accessible, it is estimated that 1 in 3 internet users around the world are children and adolescents, as noted in the State of the World's Children in the Digital Summary released by UNICEF in 2017. Along with this statistic in the same summary, it is also predicted that our youth between the ages of 15 and 24 are the most connected group worldwide. This means that our children are online younger and younger these days. And I know that this is something a lot of us went through, especially when lockdown hit. Younger learners had to be put online. Everything of theirs had to be done online. As they get access to devices at a younger age, they need to know how to keep themselves safe and understand what is real and what is fake. And when someone is trying to take them for a ride, again, I go back to my passion of stopping them. We cannot hide, we cannot stop them from seeing technology, from being around technology. We just have to work with them, teach our younger kids and expose them to using it appropriately. I have a very inquisitive 8-year-old, and I encourage her daily that when using technology, let's use it to create. Why don't we make some amazing things? Let's use it to communicate. Let's use it to build content that feeds her favorite things. And that also comes back to the creativity. And that's why I know a lot of people always look at me like, but how do you do that with a grade 0 or a grade 3 child? It is in conversation, it is in exposing them, and it's a daily repetition with the young ones. As technology is becoming more integrated into our daily lives, it is becoming fundamental to teach the safety around it in our classrooms. Schools and teachers have recognized this and started to include this topic into their curriculums more and more. I have personally noticed that when you start incorporating it, it soon becomes part of discussion. Even when there's no technology around, it just becomes part of your speech. In a lesson where you're discussing research, the kids may not be using the devices at that moment, but keep encouraging that being a good digital citizen and what it entails. It just becomes second nature. We do not have to be technology teachers or technology experts to make that part of our daily talk and our daily speech and lessons being taught and learned by us and the kids. Technology can have a life-changing effect on our life. This is Gift, a student from Princehof in Pretoria, South Africa. Princehof is a blind school, and they have just started their amazing Google journey. The learners at Princehof have new opportunities that have opened up to them, and they are able to connect with their teachers through Google Classroom as well as voice typing to complete the work. Technology has had a huge impact on these learners. These are things that just bring me joy, and you know, I take pride in things like these because the fact that this is happening, imagine how much change is still coming. Technology can also be used within communities to offer support and provide solutions that were not there before. Access to technology brings opportunities where we are able to upskill ourselves and develop our knowledge around topics online. This means that with access to the internet, we are able to break down our silos and be able to connect on a global level. However, we cannot assume that it's ever only used for positive. A huge lesson that we are going to be teaching our learners and that we also need to learn, because it's a daily thing. It's a daily discussion in the classroom and outside the classroom. There are many people online who are trying to obtain your information and use it in negative ways. If we are not careful about how we share information, we can fall into a scamming or a phishing trap. The African youth are the least connected, where access to technology and the internet is not as readily available as it is in parts of the world. As the internet and technology become more accessible, we need to ensure that our children are kept safe and they are able to navigate this space with confidence. And when I read things like this, that we are not as connected, this is what drives me more, and this is what inspires me when Google brings in such amazing resources for us in Africa to share and spread and learn. I don't know about you guys, but I am really excited for all these amazing things that we have going on, especially this, like these presentations that we are on today. As adults, we were never taught these skills at school, and I know you're all shaking your heads. I mean, when we all look back at what our IT lessons were, or what we were learning about when it came to being a good digital citizen, it never existed. And I know it may feel like it's a lot because we never did it, but we are more than capable of doing it now for our learners and actually catching up, learning and growing with our learners. This means that our teaching and learning needs to be extended beyond the walls of our classroom and reach out to our parents and adults in the whole of our community. If the adults don't have a good understanding of what the internet opens up, they are unable to navigate the space safely themselves, let alone support our children. Partnering with families is fundamental to being responsible digital citizens. We need to get the buy-in from the parents. School and the parents, we need to work together. We cannot separate the two when it comes to issues such as these. We need to empower our youth through these partnerships, and we can reach more and more people. Our youth can help support our adults, and our adults can help support our youth. Change is inevitable, guys. And in order to keep up with the rapid pace of technological advancements, we need to walk this journey together. This I encourage all the time. I reassure my teachers that I too, as the techie of the school, I'm still learning. I learn a lot from my kids. They remind me daily why I need to go home and do more research. And I'm sure there's teachers out there who've had that one smart kid who'd be like, oh, but did you see this? And you're like, okay, I haven't yet. Go home, research, ask the child, what is this? Tell me more, share with the others. Let's bring them in, let's work together. And there is nothing wrong with learning from our students. This brings us back to the 3 tiers of digital responsibility. Digital citizenship encompasses how we behave online. Digital safety encompasses how we navigate the online world. And digital hygiene is about maintaining a healthy balance in our relationships with our devices. Now, this is an absolute favorite of mine and the kids. And I won't even be shy to say that sometimes I think maybe I enjoy it a bit more than our kids. The Be Internet Awesome program. It is amazing. Anything that has to do with gamification these days, our kids just go with it. I mean, it's absolutely amazing what opportunities are out there for them. And now for us, the teachers, we get to also play and learn. It's a fun job, guys, and I know we all enjoy it, and you'll definitely enjoy this program. It focuses on helping kids become safe and confident explorers of the online world. The program is filled with multitude resources that will support you in your teaching and learning. How amazing is that? Google has already made these amazing resources available for you, and these will be shared with you. This includes the downloadable curriculum that has lesson plans and activities which you can follow with explanations and terminology such as phishing and scamming. So much can be used around this curriculum, and I know that you guys would be able to incorporate it in a creative way in your schools. By using this curriculum as teachers, we can empower ourselves with the knowledge as well as have high quality resources to teach effectively. Gamification. Oh, this, I always smile because I can never get the kids to stop. And again, I can never stop either. As part of the Be Internet Awesome program is a game called Interland. Interland is where the kids can play and experience an online adventure that puts the key lessons of digital safety into practice. Interland can be played on a browser or on an iOS device. And if you're using an Android device, it will help. You will need to access it through the Google Chrome browser app. Interland has 4 lands. Mindful Mountain, which focuses on what we should and should not be sharing online. Reality River, which has elements that help you to recognize what is fake and what is real. Kind Kingdom, which is all about promoting positivity online. And the Tower of Treasure, where you access password strength, where you assess your password strengths and more. A favorite for our kids, they get to get some amazing certificate that shows their knowledge and showcases their achievement after completing the levels. And these are really, really amazing. It's interactive, and it's such an amazing curriculum to include into your school. The Be Internet Awesome program follows 5 themes around digital responsibility in order to break down all the components that we need to understand. It focuses on being internet smart, where children learn to share with care. Being internet alert, which guides them on how to recognize spam or scams. Being internet strong, which empowers us all on creating strong passwords. If I could see you all, if we were live and I asked for a show of hands, as adults, how many of us use weak passwords? I'm guilty. I am guilty. And this is what we need to teach our kids, what to do and how to do it, because we are all guilty of the 1, 2, 3, 4. And a strong password helps keep our information secure. And then there's also Be Internet Kind, to promote positivity online and being internet brave, to know how you should speak up and report content and inappropriate content and behavior. I will now hand over to Joseph. Hey, Joseph, and he's going to help us understand more in depth what the details around the 5 themes entail.
Thank you very much, Leratu. This is such an important topic, and there are so many exciting resources that are available to use. My name is Joseph Igosikonuja. I am a high school ICT teacher at Bloomberg Schools, Port Harcourt in Nigeria. It is wonderful to be here with you all today, and I look forward to unpacking these things further. First up, let's talk about being internet smart. What does it mean to be internet smart? When we are online, we'll come across sites which may require us to add in personal information, email addresses, and credit card numbers, even more. It is really important that we know what we should be sharing and what we should not be sharing online. This is where being internet smart comes in. A really little fun activity that I'll challenge you all with right now is to Google yourself. Enter your name on the search space in Google. What do you find? Do you see a photo of yourself online that you didn't know was there? Do you find links to your personal social media accounts? Of course, you will find them. Now, think about this. Our children are online from younger and younger these days, which means the amount of time that they have online increases exponentially in comparison to us as adults. Therefore, their digital footprint, which is their online presence, will be fairly substantial. Hence, it is important that we help them to learn more about what they should be sharing so that they have a positive online presence and a positive digital footprint. This I want you to bear in mind. Once you put something out there online, it is there to stay. It is very hard to remove something once it is out there on the internet. To that end, we need to teach our children to be internet smart. And this is where the Be Internet Awesome curriculum comes handy. It outlines when not to share, how to recognize whose profile you are looking at, how to understand how others see you online, and how to keep things private, and how to understand when you say something online or read something online, it may be taken in a way that was unintentional. You may be misunderstood in ways that you never imagined. This is where the mindful Mountie comes in. The mindful Mountie is the Interland land that adds that level of gamification to these lessons. In Interland, your children will explore the online world, answering questions, engaging in how to be mindful of what they do and share online. If you have data constraints and you also have limited access to devices, there's no problem. You are also covered. There are also Google Forms that you can share with your learners to get them to answer the same questions we have on the Mindful Mountie Interland land. These forms are available to you in the resource pack that you will get at the end of this session. They are set up as self-marking quizzes where your learners will get feedback on their answers, and you will get great insight into what they have learned by answering those questions. By the end of this session in the program, learners will have a better understanding about their digital footprint, which is their online presence. They will understand what a positive online reputation is all about. They will know when to ask an adult for help and have a clear understanding about respecting the privacy of others they meet online. That is being internet smart. Now let's talk about being internet alert. We live in a fake news society and are loaded with web pages, information sources, and more every day. It is really important that we know how to recognize what is fake and what is not. Then how do you recognize the fake from the real? How do you recognize a fake website? When recognizing a fake website, things that we need to consider are: does the URL name match the company name on the site? Are there lots of spam pop-ups? Is it a site that you can buy something on and the prices are just too good to be true? Is the site filled with spelling errors? And is the logo, the company logo on the site, the same with the one you know? Do you see the lock icon on your omnibus? Does the site have a postal address? These may be things that we are unaware of, but we should be looking for on insights that we come across every day. So we need to teach our children to recognize what is fake and not believe everything that they read online. We want them to avoid phishing, where people are trying to get information from them that they should not share. And we want them to be alert and always on the lookout for potential scams. In order to achieve all of that, in Interland, you will play the game called the Reality River. Your intronaut will cross a river by answering questions and flagging true from false. You have to be on the lookout, otherwise you will fall into the river and you need to try again. My kids, they love playing these games. Whenever they are free, they go online, they play the games themselves. I bet you your kids will also love playing the game. It's fun playing the game. Also, a little lovely activity that Open Network has put together is a Google form. In case you have data constraint issues, the Google form asks the same questions that are found in Interland. And this will really give you great insight into what your kids understand about what is real and what is fake online. You will get the link to this form in the resource pack that you will get at the end of this session. Before we go on, let's stop and take a moment to look at the form. How does it look like? Barbara is going to pop the link into the chat for you to make a copy of the form. When you click on the link, you're going to see this on your screen. When you click on the link, you see this on your screen. It's a first a copy link. This is to ensure that you have a copy of it on your drive and you can share it with your learners. Click on make a copy. When you click on make a copy of this form will be made and put in your drive. Now, this is the form. You see it as copy of Reality River. There are 50 questions and 50 points in this form. Your learners will answer this question. As they answer this question, they will be able to recognize what is fake and what is real online. The first question we have here is, you get an email with a subject line that is obviously a scam. What do you do? The next question there is, which email address looks like it comes from a real person? Your learners will pick their option. When you click on the question like you want to edit the question, you will see the right option already ticked. And when you go to the answer key, you see the feedbacks that your learners will get. When they pick the right option, they will get this feedback for correct answer. You got it. This type of image shows the school's name followed by a .edu domain. But in case the learner picks the wrong option, the learner will get this feedback also. So whichever option they pick, they get a feedback that will enable them to identify what is real and what is fake. This form is a self-marking form. If you go to the top right, click on Settings, go to Presentation, you will see the confirmation message that your learners will get after submission. And they will also get a link to retake the form again, or the quiz again. You click on Quizzes tab, you see that immediately they submit, they will see the questions they missed, they will see the correct answers they got, and they will see the point for all the questions that they got and the ones that they missed. So this you can share with your learners in your various Google Classrooms, and they will enjoy taking this quiz. At this point, I'll be handing you over back to Lerato, and she will talk us through about the remaining points we'll have on the Interland. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. What amazing and important things to learn about and understand. I hope you are all excited and getting more excited to expose your learners to this wonderful resource. And I hope you are all playing along there with Joseph. I sure was, Joseph, and thank you once again. Be internet strong. The next theme is all about internet strong and keeping your information secure and safe. We need to understand that our privacy matters. There are so many people online. They are trying to hack our accounts and take advantage of our weak passwords. While working through the Be Internet Awesome curriculum, you will learn ways in which you can check your account security and learn what you can do in order to safeguard your information. For example, everyone, look at these passwords. Although all three of them may seem secure, the one bolded in yellow is actually the most secure. The reason being is that it doesn't only make use of capitals or numbers or just special characters. It includes all three of these at the same time. A great way to create your own strong password and to help your learners create their passwords, to take a simple sentence like I went to ShopRite or something to buy some food. If you use this sentence to create a password, it makes your password pretty hard to guess and very secure. You can get quite creative in how you do this. Here we can see the land in Interland known as the Tower of Treasure. Who doesn't love to play games? Sure, our kids do. Well, now we're going to give them games with learning and meaning. When you explore this land in Interland, you will begin by racing through the land and catching your emails and messages to safeguard them from phishers. And here you can explore, you can see as you explore the Tower of Treasure, your internet collects messages and private information. Kids love to play. So before getting into the activity where they need to recognize the strong passwords, let them have fun. This also makes for some great eye coordination. Once you have collected all your messages, you take them to the fortress. Here, you need to protect your information by creating strong passwords. Your internet will hop from tower to tower and select the strongest passwords. When you have selected passwords that have combinations of capitals, numbers, and special characters, your tower will be secure. And again, as Joseph showed you, there is a Google form that one of our awesome partners, Open Networks, has developed that you can use to send to your learners to get some incredible insights. You'll be able to see whether or not your students are able to recognize what is strong and what is not a strong password. And I'm hoping after today, all of us are going to go back and relook our passwords and add a capital, a number, and a special character. Now on to a very important topic. It is most definitely cool to be kind. It is so important that we align who we are online with who we are offline. Think about when you're in a classroom. These are things you encourage: kindness. Watch how you speak to others. Watch how you react when someone says something. So if we can do it in the classroom, we can sure teach them how to be kind online. When learning to be internet kind, we need to ensure that we treat others with kindness and respect. When having a conversation or posting a message online, it is very, very hard to convey a tone. Therefore, we need to be careful about how we communicate. We also need to help our children understand that it is very important to address concerns with adults. And when we meet mean-spirited or inappropriate behavior online, we need to equip our children with the skills that they need in order to understand and speak up and reporting bullying. A topic I'm sure we all talk about in our assemblies at school, and just encourage kids to be kind to each other, and we do not promote bullying, any form, online and at school. In Kind Kingdom, you go around spreading love and by handing out heart emojis to internauts who are feeling low. You also call out those who are being unkind. Your students will definitely have great fun with this. To go alongside with Interland, there's an awesome Google form that you can again use in your classroom to get feedback and gauge your learners' understanding. Here you will find questions like, I don't have to talk to anyone who's being mean or making me uncomfortable. If someone is bullying me or others, I can use my settings too, and they can fill out, what can I do? Then the learners would choose the correct answer. This is guiding them to take action when they are made to feel uncomfortable online. Be internet brave, our final theme. We each have a voice, and we need to feel comfortable and confident when using that voice in an appropriate and a very empowering way. We want our children to be able to know when they should get help. They should be able to understand that certain situations call for help, and they should be voiced with a trusted adult. And we should build that relationship with them so our kids can come to us. And I know it gets extremely hard when they get to grade 4, grade 5. That's when we need to bring them in and show them that we are here. We are here for them to come and talk to us. We want our children to feel comfortable enough to talk to us and understand that they have options and what those options are. We want them to bring the adults into the conversation, especially considering that statistic that our youth are the most connected age group. I am now going to show you this awesome curriculum that we just discussed. It excites me every time, every time. I absolutely love what Google has done for us. My favorite part that I want to get into is the parent introduction. It is very important that we don't forget that we need the parents' buy-in. Our parents need to work with us. They need to help us. They need to know the conversations we're having with their kids so they can go home and reiterate this with their kids too. I absolutely love that Google is bringing in the parents in everything. What has been great for me is that all these frequently asked questions, before you start using the program and incorporating it into your curriculum, go through this, and you're going to see what other teachers and other coordinators have struggled with and what they've shared, and then you can incorporate that. Now I'm going to get into the first one. Share with care. Each one has these amazing lesson plans. And it's really amazing that they've put it together like this for us. It has amazing themes, and it has goals for students. What are the goals after doing this part of this of the program? What do you need to achieve? What will you achieve? Another favorite is vocabulary, because as I said, I'm with the younger learners, and I always reiterate vocabulary. Online privacy, digital footprint, digital responsibility. What was really funny, and it actually happened today, when you give the kids their devices and they had to go do something first. And the one girl said, I'm a good digital citizen because I didn't go where you said I mustn't go. I didn't open the iPad before you gave me instructions, and I didn't click on an app that I wasn't supposed to. And this just comes from me just reiterating all the time. Who's a good digital citizen? And what does it take to be a good digital citizen? I focus a lot on vocabulary. We're building, and this is where you can also incorporate your English teachers, your language teachers. Please come in. I want to do something with you guys and technology. Let's incorporate these words, this wonderful vocabulary. Let's build on their vocabulary, because I love it when I tell the girls, grade noughts, ones, twos, threes, this is a big word. What does digital citizen mean? What does responsibility mean? This is an amazing thing that you can bring in other teachers. I absolutely, absolutely love this part. And I absolutely love watching them grow from the beginning of the year to the middle of the year, and how they respond and how they now pronounce and how they can now explain the words that you've been reiterating in the classroom. I tell you guys, the young ones are my favorites. And now we have these amazing, amazing goals that we have set for the students. And again, talking. If you have a talk circle in your classroom, they have a let's talk. Why does privacy matter? Gauge your students and invite them into the space. Open it up to them. Let them run the conversation. Throw in a few things there to keep them on the right path, but gauge and invite. Have these moments of talking, because being a good digital citizen and technology, we don't always have to be on our devices. This can be part of your online activity. If you have your learners for an hour, take 30 minutes offline, reiterating the vocabulary, going, chatting, asking questions. And I find this definitely works with my preteens, grade 5, 6, 7, 8. They are just getting exposed to the wider internet, social media. Talk to them, ask questions, let them ask each other questions. Another thing that they have for us is amazing activities. These are really, really fun. They are fun for the kids. They really enjoy them. Whether you teach from grade 0 to matric, use this lesson and see how you can incorporate it for that age. How can this age group make a secret? This one is a really fun one because, I could take it for the little ones, tell them your secret. Do you see how things spread? Now tell the classroom. It's really, really fun. And there are some amazing activities for all ages. I'm going to scroll through just to show you some of the wonderful features that it has. And as I said, each area has different activities and lessons, frequently asked questions, and vocabulary. So all the things that I reiterated on, each section covers those. And they have amazing printables for your offline activity, because I truly, truly believe we don't always have to be on a device to teach our kids all of these amazing responsibilities about a good digital citizen. Well, everyone, that is me for now, and I'm once again handing you over to my wonderful Joseph.
Thank you, Leratu. The Internet Awesome program really will help you to engage with your learners and have positive and constructive conversations around being confident explorers of the online world. Yes, that is true. But besides that, Google has developed a great course around digital citizenship and safety. This course is designed for teachers and students to learn how you can help create a safe and positive experience online. By reading, watching videos, and doing activities, you will learn how to integrate digital citizenship and safety activities into your classroom curriculum. There are many sessions to walk through, as you can see on the screen, that will really help you to get a full picture of what it means to be safe online and what it means to teach it in your classrooms. Be sure to check it out. The link will be in the resource pack that you will get at the end of this session. That being aside, if you have other learners and you're looking for a different approach to engage them, Google has also developed the Google Applied Digital Skills Program, which has a number of incredible lessons that you can use with your other learners. The great thing about these lessons is that you are able to share them to your Google Classrooms or pull your student from your Google Classroom in, and you can monitor their progress from there. These lessons include topics like how to build healthy digital habits, create and safeguard passwords, identify cyberbullying, avoid online scams, and many others. You will also get a link to these lessons in your resource pack, as well as a link to a Google document that will help you understand more about how you can use the Applied Digital Skills platform in your classrooms. That's not all. Google didn't stop there. They went further and partnered with another organization called Pear Deck to create interactive presentations and vocabulary flashcards that are ready for you to use even today. These slides have conversation prompts, scenarios to analyze, activities to use and complete, and more. They are great to promote the conversation and continue the dialogue around the topic of internet safety. Each of the Internet Awesome teams has a number of slides under the presentations that you can use immediately. Here you can see how many resources you have available to empower you and empower the children in your care. As if that is not enough, Google went further to create their own slides and printable activities to help you in these lessons. These presentations are visually beautiful, and they also include instructors' guides, scenario discussions, and activities that you can share with your learners. At this point, let's look at some of these tools, starting with the digital citizenship and safety. On this course, you can see the different sessions. This course is created for both educators and learners. The first session you have there is why teach digital citizenship and safety. Next, you have teach students about internet safety and privacy. You can assign these topics to your learners, and you as a teacher can go through all of them also. You will get the link to this resource in your resource pack that you will receive at the end of this program. Next, we also have the Applied Digital Skills platform. When you click on the link, it takes you straight to the home page here. This is what you see. You have to sign in with your Google account. You can create a class or pull your students in, import your Google Classroom in here, and from there you can assign materials, lessons to your learners. You can see the different lessons we have here. So all of these lessons you can assign to your learners one at a time. Design a poster about you, understand your digital footprint. And if you want to see more lessons, just come down here, click on See More Lessons. This will show you more lessons in the Applied Digital Skills platform, as you can see from my screen right here. And when you sign in as a teacher, take for example, this is my dashboard. 2 of my classes are online here, and of my students, 7 of them have signed in from this class, and 3 of them have signed in from this class. Currently, they are working on create and safeguard password, and they will be submitting their project from time to time. And from time to time, I come here to monitor their progress. On the Internet Awesome program, presentations, here, produced by Pear Deck, you have various activities that you can share with your learners. Share with care. You have activities you can share with your learners right from this team. If, for instance, you click on this one, the first activity there, it will open up right here on Pear Deck. You can make a copy of it to your drive and share from there to your learners. So you see it right here. The Internet Awesome, you have activities, you have talk, and you can share with your learners. All the different things are covered here also. Don't fall for fake. and there are different signs in these activities that your learners can work on. Secure your secret. They have 3 activities here you can share with your learners, and it's cool to be kind online. You have these activities, and when in doubt, talk it out. You have these activities you can share with your learners. Also, we also have these printable slides by Google. So all of these you can print and put in your classroom. You have stickers, you have posters from these presentations you can share with your learners. Here on Secure Your Secrets, cut art shapes. When you open cut art shapes, you'll see the various shapes that you can print, share with your learners, and even stick to the walls of your classroom. Your learners can work on all of this. All of these are resources put together by Google in order for you to help our learners to know how to navigate the internet world safely. So at this point, I will be handing you over back to Lerato, and she will tell us as teachers how we can help families navigate digital responsibility. Lerato.
Thank you once again, Joseph, and I am very happy to do so. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed that mini presentation and a bit of a teaser that's probably got you all excited. Families, again, great resources for families from Google, and a huge number of resources that schools can use to support, that we can support our families in order to navigate this scary space for them too. The Be Internet Awesome program has a fully downloadable family guide, which makes it easier for families to incorporate and practice good digital habits at home. This family guide includes vocabulary that we need to understand about digital responsibility, as well as activities that families can complete together. They have recognized that it is a new space for us all to navigate, and they're here to support us in every way. I am now going to show you a snippet on what this awesome guide looks like. I absolutely love that we get our families involved. And let's talk to our kids. As a parent, I want to involve my child. I want to ask questions. I want to talk to her about being a good digital citizen and practice with her. What they have here is games and goals of what you're going to get out of this, and amazing activities. You know, Friday night, let's do, instead of, I call it Film Friday with my daughter, instead of a movie night, let's do this curriculum, look into it, and look into the parent guide and see how you can incorporate it. They have some amazing vocabulary once again. Help your child reiterate again. And my favorite are the great activities that we can all do together. The curriculum is just like I showed you the first one. It is guided and everything is there for you. As you navigate the space of digital hygiene, Google has a digital well-being family guide which will help you decide when and how to use devices, how to find positive content, determine when your kids are ready for devices, when are they ready for using social media meaningfully and responsibly, and make gaming a positive experience and balance offline and online activity. And this is going to allow you to do that within the home and family space. Google has developed an app called Family Link. With Family Link, you are able to set digital rules for your children where you can view their activity, manage their apps, set limits, and see where they are. Balance screen time, their content consumption, and manage their settings. It is very exciting to see how many different ways Google is supporting digital responsibility and how many resources have been developed around this topic. Joseph, we are heading to the end of our session. How about you wrap up this awesome day for us?
Thank you very much, Leratu. It has been great and awesome. And I'm also very excited to continue to explore the wealth of resources that are available in this topic. We have put all these resources for you and put them into a resource pack so that you can get access to everything from one location. Barbara is going to pop the link into the chat for you, which will take you to a Google Doc that is divided into resources for teachers, resources for learners, and resources for families. Now, let's take a look at our resource pack. The resource pack is divided into sessions. The first session is resources for teachers. The Be Internet Awesome curriculum is downloadable from here. Just click on this link and you download the curriculum and use it to teach your learners about digital citizenship and online safety. You can get activities and slides from the link here. Click on this link. You get slides and additional activities from here. Posters that you can share with your learners or stick to the walls of your school or classrooms. You can get them from here as teachers. And also tips to remember you can get from this link in this session. Then the interactive Pear Deck activities, you can download them from the link here. The various Google Forms also, you can get them from here. They are put there by Open Network. Then the Applied Digital Skills platform, you can access it from this link also. Then resources for learners. Here you can introduce your learners to the Interland game. So click on this link, it will take you straight to the adventure game that you can share with your learners in your classrooms. Then coloring activities you can get from here. Just click on the link, download the activities, print them, give to your learners. They can color them out for you and you have fun carrying out those activities. Then resources for families. You can get guides to family from this link. Click on it, download it, share with your parents. You can share the soft copy, print it out, or share the hard copy with your parents. So please ensure to make good use of the links we have in the resource pack. It is for your good and for the safety of our children who are online these days at a younger age. So Leratu, thank you very much for being here today, and it has been a great time with you. And I'm very excited for the wealth of knowledge that you have shared with every one of us here today. Barbara, thanks for managing the chat, and we look forward to seeing you in the next session in 2 weeks' time, where the topic is life skills and workforce preparation. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you very much, everyone. And now, if there are any questions, please feel free. And I hope this has been a very insightful afternoon for everyone.
These games can be played on any device. You can play them on Android devices, on iPads, on iOS devices, on laptops, on desktop systems, on Chromebooks. So it's possible to play all the games on iPads devices. Leratu, over to you.
Any other questions? Well, if we do not have any questions, I am then going to take it that this was an amazing learning experience. Thank you very much to everyone who joined us this afternoon. Have a lovely afternoon and enjoy the resource pack.